I moved behind it so I could see the flames and so it didn't get me in the face. But then he was just sitting there and that's all. I was like, okay. And then it was, wow! I was like,
oh yeah.
What the was that? Like,
oh, yeah.
That's a totally different experience being that close to a freaking funny car. Jesus.
Track record 342 233. Holy cow. So now we're going to give you a unique view of a funny car leaving the line. I got a wheelie bar camera back here. See just how quickly I disappear. This is going to be loud. That was amazing. First 300 mile an hour pass at this track. That was great. Woo! We're backing up, man. Man, that hurt standing right behind that thing was just ridiculous. I never stood behind a funny car or top fuel car. It just like compresses your head, and you can't breathe for a couple of seconds while it's gone. But 10,000 horsepower, laying it down here at Guitar Racing Club. First 300 mile an hour pass here in the country. That was a blast. Damn.
Now that's some serious next level to the like 10,000 times rapping right there. What's up, Nitro Nation? Muggy Maniac is back in the Nitro Cave. Man, we got some. What the hell? No, those aren't goodies. Those are like past goodies. This is just a slight sample. Okay, like I got like 4 times this amount. Okay, this is from last year. Okay, 98% of people in Nitro right now, especially newbies, depending on where you're at, have to deal with shipping. That's how you get your shit. That's how I've got every single thing in there. This vehicle, that vehicle, that vehicle. Well, that one I got on Craigslist. But these 3. Okay, so I've spent, and I was doing the math in my head, and I don't have a problem. A lot of guys don't throw numbers out there. You know, I'm not some, you know, I don't got money coming out my ass. I work my ass off. I work a lot of overtime. I work a lot of hours. I work sometimes 50, 60 hours a week. Okay, so, I mean, I'm no stranger to hard work. I've been working since I was 16. Remember I told you, dropped out of high school. Okay, so I've been working a long time. But anyway, I'm not afraid to share numbers, You know, a lot of guys that see these videos, they don't tell you how much. Like, they're afraid to scare you off. Listen, if it's expensive, I'm going to tell you. Like I'm saying, this is no, you know, this is a reality channel, people. I don't have a problem because then a lot of people, that's why another excuse, and excuses are like assholes. They stink and everybody has one. Another reason people quit Nitro too. It's not all about the tuning. They can't figure out how to tune a motor. A lot of it is because it becomes costing them too much money. There's not a huge difference between E-Word and Nitro as far as money-wise, but there is. You can go spend $300, you know, $200 on a motor, the Novarossi 28.8 Rex Legend, but you can spend that same $200 on one lipo. Trust me. Remember where I came from, and I will talk a little bit about that too, because I wanted to touch on kind of, you know, I mean, as you guys are seeing, this is that video right there. That's the shit I grew up with. Okay, but anyway, Muggy's gonna try not to be all over the place, but you know how I am. This is just some of the shit. I probably spent around, I figure I spent around $6,000. Yeah, I don't know. I spent probably more than that. I don't know the exact number, but around 6-7 grand. I probably spent 10 grand. We'll just say 10 grand last year on 8-scale Nitro shit. I could have bought another car. You know what I'm saying? That's serious Nitro, like freaking banana. I mean, I'm like sick in the head. Like, you got to be sick in the head to go drop even 5 G's on a hobby. And there's people that do. That's why, you know, it's a hobby. You know what I'm saying? And you guys see this here? Yeah, that is a Hyper. That's a Hyper TQ. Hyper 7 TQ. RTR Nitro Buggy. What does it say on there? Ready, not to ready to run, ready to rip, people. There's nothing wrong with Hyper, but I never got a Hyper. This is the box. I still have the original box. This is what came, my Mugen MBX5. My little cougar over here, little sick-ass race whip. She came in that box. And the guy was selling them on eBay. He got a few different vehicles. So I was thinking that when I got it, because it came like that, it wasn't wrapped up, came like that. You know, there's the poster. I'm not going to show you, you know, I don't want to show you all my business. But, you know, when it came like that, I was like, oh, shit, he sent me the wrong one. I was like, oh, no. I mean, I started looking at the box, and I'm like, all right. You know, it's got some cool features, cool shocks. You know, it's got a motor in it. What? I didn't pay for no motor. And then I'm like, I know it didn't have a motor. But then, you know, I open it up, and there's a roller, my MBX5. So, yes, I do know a little bit about shipping. Okay? We're going to go over a lot of the shipping shit, a lot of things to look out for. I'm not going to probably cover it all in the video. I'm going to plug this shipping. We'll call it shipping woes. That's what the video I had, it got erased, that I had a long time ago. I did this. And it was to help out people and help people out because 99% of you guys, let's just say 98%, but it's probably more than that. Nearly almost 100% of all Nitro guys that are full into Nitro, you're not going down to your hobby shop getting any of this shit. Definitely. You're not going down to, you know, local hobby shop and getting Badlands. DE racing rims. You're not going down to your local hobby shop and getting sick work pipes or Reds pipes or any of these. You're not getting no Nitro motors. I don't know. I mean, Track Day Hobbies, I don't know what they have. I've seen the pictures that videos that John did, but I know guys that live in Long Island, not too far from John, that I've talked to, and I'm going to give them shout outs, that were telling me that they went to Track Day not too long ago, and it's turned into a Traxxas warehouse. So that's maybe why John doesn't show it that much anymore. Because Ray has turned into, and this is what I heard, I don't know, I haven't been there. But I really haven't, I mean, come to think of it, I haven't seen any, when's the last time you seen a video of Ray's hobby shop, Track Day Hobby in Long Island? And you did you notice there was, I started to see some Traxxas shit? So maybe this turned into a Traxxas warehouse, so John's like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't show it now. Or only show certain parts of it. You know what I'm saying? If it was me, I'm keeping it real. I'm showing the whole damn hobby shop. I am going to do videos, too, of my hobby shops. In Southern California, where I live, there's about 5 hobby shops. 5 major ones. And one of them is barely, I'd say, maybe 25% Nitro. Which is a hell of a lot, because the other ones are like none. Fuel, maybe, that's it. When I go to my hobby shop, they always supply me with my Byrons. That's why I'm like, man, as long as they got my Byrons, we're good. You know, and I get my low C, you know, my low C diff oil. I'm not diff. Well, I get some diff oils. They don't carry. They don't even carry these no more. They just have a rack of these with all different weights, and I got all the 50 and 100,000 K, 100K out of them. So now I'm having to order this shit. But they got my shock oils. I get the Loshi shock oils for like $3. They carry the associated shock oils. So, you know, I mean, little tiny things like that. They have MIP tools, you know, I mean, so, but other than that, they don't have shit. Okay? But they're cool people. You know, I try to support my local hobby shop, even if they got something I can carry, because I believe in supporting your local hobby shops. But unfortunately, corporate RC called Horizon and Traxxas, man, they've taken over. They're like, you either put all our shit in your hobby shop or you're going out of business. Which is they have to do to survive, and I get it. If Ray's turned it in Track Day Hobby into a Traxxas warehouse, I don't blame them. I mean, what can you do? But if I owned my own hobby shop, the only way that I would own my own hobby shop is if I had control of everything in there, which means I don't care that I don't have to, it doesn't pay my bills. I don't depend on the hobby shop to pay my rent, to pay my bills, you know what I mean? If that was the case, I probably wouldn't own one, because you have to become a Traxxas warehouse to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? And you know, but anyway, so I'm not going to get into, you know, I'm not saying that Ray's was at one time. Like I said, I don't know. This is just what I'm being told from guys that have been there, that I talked to personally. They're personal friends of mine in the backdrops of YouTube. So let's give out shout outs before I forget. The first shout out we're going to give, I'm going to give out to one of my brothers. You know, this guy is always, you know, not always, but he gets at me. He's an Italian, so he loves the fact that I'm always pushing my Italian motors. Because you guys know me. The Buggy Maniac is like Italian or nothing. I've got my rice burners. Okay, I got this badass LRP modded .32 Spec 4 in Techno. It's going to get ready to rip here soon, you know. But that's the only exception. And I got an OS. But I'm more, and I love more, you know, and they're engines. They're Nitro engines. I love them, man. How can I not if I'm a real gearhead, right? But they're rice burners. Now, quality-wise, compared to my Novarazzi's and my Reds and my Pico, not even close. Okay? This thing's got an Italian freaking spark plug. By the way, you can run those Iridium. John recommends running the Iridium plugs in the LRP .32 because it does not a turbo plug, but also the Novarazzi non-turbo plugs are awesome plugs too. Okay? Especially because they're Italian. So it gives it, you know, Italian shit you can run in Asian shit, but I'm not running no Asian shit in my Italian. Hell no. They might put a hit on me. So anyway, plus this has an Italian carburetor on it. You know, I'm running an Italian Pico pipe on it right, or no, I'm running the Reds on it right now. So I mean, it's got a little Italian flavor, but you know, it's still, you know, it is a rice burner, right? It is what it is. I'm not going to make no excuses about that. Okay? But my phone is dying, so we're going to have to get plugged in, people. We're going to have to do this on the fly. Hold tight. Sorry about the camera shit. Alright, here we go. So anyway, yeah, so, you know, I mean, Traxxas and Horizon just, you know, are taking over everything in RC, man. So I'm telling you, man. And I want to give a first shout out. You know, the shout out was to, his name's Just Joe. Just Joe something. I call him Nitro. We talk all the time. Also gonna want to give a shout out to Lights Out. We talk periodically. These are guys that I've talked to once a week. These are like the new circle of... I'm more into guys that want to learn, that are making the effort to contact me. I'm not going to chase somebody around, close them out, them get fed. Like I told you, I'm making very little comments here and there on people's channels. I'm just too busy to you know, do that. If you guys want to get at me, you know how to get at me. If not, whenever I get around to checking my channel, I mean, I try to keep up on it, I'll get back to you. But other than that, I'm not chasing nobody down. So shout out to Just Joe, my Italian brother from another mother, okay? Shout out to Lights Out. Lights Out, man. He's got the Techno rolling. Just Joe's looking for a whip. Hopefully, I think he said he might get a Techno. Shout out to 5th Scale RC. This guy is a brap head. He's got 8 scale. I mean, he's got 8 scale and 5th scale. This guy, by the way, is a front runner right now on the contest because there's only 2 other ones, and this guy has a sick Mugen, brand new, man. That thing is brand new, not even a trophy on it. And he's got one of the sickest, even sicker than Mr. Zaz. It's got hop-ups that I didn't even know Losi had. It's a sick-ass 4.0, and I'm not a Losi guy. 4.0 buggy. Man. So he's got some, and he's got a Nova Rossi .21 Rex Legend 7 port in that thing. Psh, that buggy's gonna get busy when he gets around to it. He's got his motor saver coming. All you guys with the motor savers, remember, man, don't forget the outerwear that goes over it. They make 2 different kinds. If you get the one that has the string where you got to tie it, those suck. I mean, I have one on this Mugen filter that's on my MBX5, okay, because the other one, the motor saver won't fit on here, so I have to put one of those tie ones. But all the other ones I have are definitely the ones that you don't have to tie, okay? The ones that you have to tie kind of suck, but it is what it is. You know, if you have to use them, you have to use them. Just the ones that have the little locking, how do you call it, like a little locking thing? I forgot what to call it. Dang it. Sorry about that. Camera's dying. I'm trying to like walk around my room and plug it into wherever I'm walking so it doesn't die on me. Okay, so shout out to him. Shout out to Connor Whip Ass. Okay, Whip Ass. Me and him have been talking. He's been following me a long time, and you know, he's got his RTR that's actually a 4.0 now. He sent a video. His shit's all right. I mean, it's decent. He just has a little different flavors. He likes the bright pinks and orange and stuff like that. It's a good looking whip though, man. He's definitely put the work in it. But I mean, he changed the chassis, everything, man. He spent more money on that thing than if he would have just bought a race kit. But he did what he had to do because he probably wouldn't even be able to find a race kit now. So anyway, shout out to him. Shout out to, who's the other guy that I was going to give a shout out to? I had a list. I don't know why I'm just reading my list. These are let's make sure that we don't miss nobody. Oh yeah, shout out for sure to the trolls out there. I have more thumbs down on my last video than on any of my, I don't know any of my videos, but I have more thumbs down than thumbs up. Which is actually pretty cool. I like it, because that means that those are trolls. But it also means on that last video that a lot of Losi guys got butthurt. Listen, if you're going to get butthurt, I'm not going to... This channel is man channel. You just seen some serious brapping right there. That's the shit that's going to go on in here. We're going to, I'm trying not to drop as many F-bombs. But we're going to do a little bit of swearing. We're going to do a little bit of nut scratching in here. We're going to do a little, this is man cave. This is the Nitro Muggy Maniac Nitro Cave, man. This is not no, Mr. Rogers show. This is not no Disney Channel. If you run your whatever channel the way you want it, it's yours. Yeah, do it the way you want it. That's why I do the way I want it. But just so you guys know, the more thumbs up, thumbs down I get, man, I think that's cool, because that's why I'm giving a shout out. Shout out to all the people that gave me thumbs down, because, that's just telling me, that I'm keeping it real. Shout out to 1/5. He's got his outerwears coming, ordered them up, and he's got his motor saver. Okay. These guys that I'm going to mention, the reason that I'm going to mention them too, not just to give them shout outs because they're doing, some good work. That's really not the reason, even though they are. It's because these guys come to me every week. Some of them come to me every day. They call me, they text me, they messenger me and say, hey Muggy, this is what's going on. Hey Muggy, can you maybe when you get time do a video on this? Hey Muggy, what oil did I use in my shocks? Hey Muggy. They ask me questions, and they don't ask me questions with the intent just to get my opinion, or they say, hey Maggie, how should I do this? And they do it exactly the way I tell them to do it, because they know I know what I'm talking about. They know they get results, and I've never steered them wrong. And most of these guys have told me, man, if it wasn't for you, and I'm not saying that, I need all the accolades, but this is just, I'm letting you guys know, this is in the backdrop. The guys that are serious Nitro guys that I take serious are the guys that I know are going the extra mile, or making the extra effort to contact me in the backdrop, because they really want to learn. They don't just want to fluff their channel up and do, what they want, and, take opinions from the, these guys aren't confused. Some people just get too confused because they're just too, take my shit personal. This is that's not what it's about. When I tell you your RTR is a joke, it's a scrub whip, it's because it is. That's truth. When I tell you the truth, if the truth hurts, I can't help that. That's your fault. That ain't my fault. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I already told you guys that I'm not going to change the way I am. Yes, I admit sometimes I'm brutally honest. Yes, I admit sometimes I can be, a little bit too harsh on people, but it's because I care. The day that I ignore you and I just pretend you don't exist, you ask me questions, you make comments, and I just ignore you, and I never ever talk to you again, and I pretend like you don't even exist, then you should be concerned, because then I don't give a fuck about you. That's when I don't care. But if I'm in your shit, I'm all over you like a whole bun of hot dog. I'm all up in your business. I'm keeping you accountable. I'm calling you on your shit. It's because I care about you. And it's because I like you, and I think you have the potential to do this. And I think you have the potential to do this to the next level, and then some. Or I wouldn't be wasting my time trying to help you out and getting your shit. Guys, that they take it the wrong way. You guys take everything personal. I tell you your tracks, your savage is garbage because it's the truth. If I tell you the way you're doing shit is wrong and I told you not to do that, it's the truth. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? I can't. When I'm nice to people, and I've tried all different ways, they don't learn nothing. These people are out here in Nitro that I've ran, and there's tons of them out there still. They're just stubborn, man. The only way you got to get them to learn is beating them in the head. And if it causes them to not want to listen to me, then I really don't care. I know what I'm doing. When I tell you to do something, the way you ask me, if you don't want to do it right, I don't want to say that. If you don't really value my opinion or what I say, then don't even ask me. Don't waste my time. I don't got time for nothing. I don't even got time to make videos. I get what Mr. Zaz says. I got shit to do. I got people to see, places to go. I work 50, 60, 70 hours a week sometimes. Okay? I don't have a lot of time. I don't got time. And I've been doing a lot of these videos because people are asking me, and because people actually care, and because people want to learn. Otherwise, what would I do this for? I'm not getting a paycheck from nobody. You hear people say, make ignorant comments. Oh, it's a gimmick. What kind of fucking ignorant comment is that? You saying you don't want subscribers is a gimmick. Really? Then why am I so hard, and why am I so mean, and I'm talked down to people, and I'm such an asshole? If I wanted subscribers, would I be like that? Come on, think about that. That is one of the most ignorant comments that I've ever heard. That's a gimmick. If I wanted subscribers, I'd run some family channel. I'm not. I don't want. And if I keep growing, and if I keep getting bigger, well, I guess people like the fact that I tell the truth. The fact that they can tune into a channel where there's a guy that's not going to sugarcoat nothing. He's going to tell you what's up, whether you like it or not. If you don't like the way I say it, too fucking bad. Get out. See ya. Bye-bye. Unsubscribe. I don't beg nobody to subscribe. Thumbs up. See you guys all the time. Hey, do me a favor and subscribe. Hey, if you're really fucking gay shit. Mr. Zai even said that. That shit's gay. He never says that. And I never have or ever will. So if you get butthurt, you don't like the way that I talk, and if you think that I'm talking down, and you talk like people are, I don't know what the hell you're smoking. I never talk down to people. I just tell people the truth. There's a big difference. Again, those are ignorant comments from people that have no facts and no knowledge about what the hell they're saying that comes out of their mouth. That's what pisses me off. That's where the monkey gets fired up. Ignorance is a comment made with no facts and no knowledge. I make comments with facts and knowledge. So you believe what you want. You live in your bubble. I'm not concerned. I'm concerned about these guys. Connor Whipkey, 1/5 RC, Lights Out, Just Joe, guy named Abraham, Nitro Bird. I mean, these guys constantly are asking me questions because they want to learn. They don't just think, okay, now that I've got, a bunch of subscribers, or you know what, I can figure this out on my own. Trust me, been there, done that. If you want to figure it out on your own, go ahead. It's your money, your whips, your time, your headaches. I just hope you don't quit. I've seen so many people in the last 5 years that talked the big game, had tons of subscribers. They were the biggest thing to slice bread on YouTube. Hottest thing, man. These guys were the shit. And where are they now? I don't know. They disappeared. Fell off. I'm still here. I mean, even the nerd, he's still here. The nerd ain't going nowhere, man. As fucked up as the nerd is, and with all this crazy shit, man, that guy, I got to give him credit where credit's due. He knows what he's talking about. And I learned a lot from him. And he's not the only guy. There's tons of guys. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. That's why people subscribe. That's why people like to watch me, because they know the Muggy Maniac ain't going to blow smoke up nobody's ass. I'm not going to say, hey, let's all get along and let's all, be, this is a, whatever channel. I'm just going to tell you the truth. If you don't like the truth, then go watch somebody else's channel. I'm not begging you. I'll do what the hell ever I want, because you know why? Because it's my channel. Because I can. That's why. Now we're moving over here since my phone wants to die again. We're just juggling around. Okay, so before we get into all that mess I got going over there, man, I just had to organize it too, because I was looking for invoices and I will go through all this shit because one guy asked me for an invoice number for a part, and I knew I had it. Who the hell does that? Most guys say, I don't know, you gotta look for it. I could say that too. Sorry, man, I don't got time. I'll never turn anybody away, but a closed mouth doesn't get fed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not beating on a dead horse. Lead it to the water if it doesn't drink. Next, I'm moving on. Those guys that I just mentioned, all those guys, Lights Out, Connor Whipkey, even this new guy, Kawaii Man, Nick Conan, what's the other guy, Big Mess 55, that guy even entered an entry in his contest. He's got a pretty sick-ass techno, but I told him, I was honest with him, and I even prepared him, but he knows. And that's another thing, you guys know how I am, so does it surprise you that I stick my foot up your ass? Come on, man. That's why I do. I've got 40-something years experience in RC, Nitro, and E-Word. Mostly E-Word, but a lot of Nitro too. Okay? RC Nerd, like I said, was, I think I mentioned he was talking about on his last video. Watch it. He's been around for 47 years. He took a 3-year hiatus. I've been around about a little bit longer than that, but I took like a 5-year hiatus. So that's why I know what I'm doing, man. I used to build models. My first car, remote control car, was a Radio Shack shit. I've had the Hornets. I've had the Tamayas. I've had the Sand Scorchers. I've had the Lunchbox, the freaking Pumpkin Tamaya, the Kyosho, Optimas, Ultimas, the Traxxas Bandit, the Traxxas Sledgehammer. All that shit, man. I had all that shit. Been there, done that. That's why I can put my foot up the ass of these people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Just like the nerd said, I agree 100%. That last video, man, that put in perspective, that's where the guy comes from. And that's where I come from. Same cloth. Do we think a little bit differently? Of course we do. Nitro Nerd is on his little, he's a little Nitro weirded out. But that's him. Teach his own. It's his channel, right? He can do it all the hell he wants. It's his channel. As long as you can learn something. Whatever you can learn from me, learn. Whatever you can't, leave it, man. You don't like the way I say it, it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter, If I'm coming down on your ass, it's because I care about you. When I don't come down on you, then you probably might be concerned. You'd be like, man, and most of you probably wouldn't give a shit, but that's all I'm saying, making a point. If I ignore you and you don't exist to me, that means I'm moving on. I'm done. I don't care less what you do. Blow up your shit, run your shit into a wall, put your shit together backwards, do your shit, learn from whoever else you want, when you could have learned from me, and I could have saved you the agony and the headaches, man. Trust me. So anyway, shout out to those guys, man. Those guys are the guys that I talk to, and the guys that are making comments every day, every week, because they want to learn. They want to get this shit right one time right. They want to go, not just to, they want to ride the freaking Muggy Maniac crazy train. You guys seen that video? Welcome to the Muggy Maniacs crazy train. And, you know, and I've heard people say, well, you know, you copy John and, you know, whatever. If you're copying somebody, people are going to know, unless people are ignorant on your channel. But the thing is, nobody's going to call you on it. I will. I really don't give a shit. I'll call you. I'll throw you right under the bus and back up and run you over and then back up and finish you off and then drag you down the street. Hell yes, I will. Because that's how I roll. Okay? Because what happens is, by you putting out false information or twisting shit up, you're fucking up new people. That's the biggest thing. Why and I get it, and I always knew that. Why the nerd, the way that he goes at Jam Racer and all these guys, Nitro Nerd doesn't like that shit, and I don't either. That's why reason I smack people around, because you're making fucking ignorant comments with no facts and no knowledge on my channel, or in general, you're fucking up new people. If you don't know 100% from facts, you did the homework, you studied, not just you heard from this guy, don't even, like I said, don't take my word. Do your homework. Do your own damn homework, people. If you know it for facts and you have proof that that shit you're saying works, then open your mouth and then start teaching somebody. If you don't, shut the fuck up and learn. That's all I'm saying. I'm not talking down on people. I just hate people that make the comments like that and then they're messing up new people. Well, that's another reason people quit. Wrong information, or they took it the wrong way, or they got it all twisted up, or whatever, and they're all confused. Next thing you know, they're fucking quit. There you go, there you go, one to Traxxas, or giving one to E-Word. I don't want that shit. Hell no. Okay? I got enough shit here to build another Techno. This is all the extra shit that came with my Techno. It's one of the reasons I got it. $280 shipped to my door with enough parts. All extra diffs. Extra front, center, rear. All extra, everything. The only thing I need is a chassis, the platform, or the chassis, and front and rear gearboxes. And I can build another Techno. Which, by the way, I'm thinking of building another Techno. Seriously, truggy. I'm still looking for a buggy, and like I said, it's just got to be the one that I want. It's got to be the right deal, the right setup, the right goodies, everything. A specific guideline I have to how I get my shit. I think I've explained it to you guys. If you guys have these Technos that have these are the stock that come with it, man, these things are tanks. Get yourself the aftermarket one. It's like, I think you can get a fully built one for 40 bucks. But if you just want this, which is better, I'm glad the guy gave me extra diffs, because I can run different setups and I don't have to change my shit. Like if I wanted to go racing, all I have to do is pop these diffs in, set up for racing, I'm good to go. Center, front, rear, you know. Stock, 46, spur. Mine has, and I got the aftermarket one, which is all lightened. It's got all the holes in it. I think I showed it to you guys. Way lighter than this. Man, you compare it, it's not even the same. I probably dropped about freaking as much weight as one Badland rim. Okay, so, yeah. If you want a more bottom end, that's what that does, I believe. Quote me if I'm wrong. Don't quote me, in case I'm wrong. Got to give the disclaimer. Remember, this is what works for me. I don't know what works for you. This is my experience. I don't know what yours is. I like that, Raja. I'm going to have to say that. I can't forget. Got to put out the disclaimer to everybody so everybody don't, you know. Hey, Muggy, you said this. And I said that shit worked for me. I didn't say it was going to work for you. So anyway, I have a 48 on the Techno right now. And it's the Lighten one, 40 bucks. I think I showed you guys, didn't I show you guys that my thing's going to make a noise again? It's not completely dead. But I think I showed you guys that I have teeny coated shafts, shock shafts. Let me see, I can lift this one up very carefully so you can see it. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like a gold color. They're teeny coated, which stands for titanium coated. What it does is, these are, by the way, you can get them, I think Techno carries them, but there's other companies that make them. I paid, they're like 40 bucks a set, or 20 bucks a set, so you're going to spend another $45 for the teeny coated shock shafts. And you think the shocks, these are badass shocks. Techno shocks are one of the best. And by the way, FYI, they're one of the biggest, or if not the biggest out there. Those teeny coating shafts on there make it so if you do get any dirt in there, they don't wear as quick. They last longer. They're a lot smoother. They're just, man, these things are, I mean, like I said, the stock ones are good, but these teeny coated, titanium, nitrate coated shock shafts, man, these things are like more than butter. These things are like olive oil. And I've got the aftermarket Techno's got its logo. I don't know if you guys can see it. Mine's getting kind of worn. The Techno aluminum 17 millimeter aluminum caps. I don't know if you can see the Techno logo in there. Mine's kind of faded. But anyway, they're like 25 bucks, not cheap. So there's a lot more upgrades. Like I said, I put about probably $500 in upgrades on that thing. So I'm glad I got it for such a good deal. Alright, so yeah, and another thing, quick side note, Techno, if you send them any part, broken or used, they will give you a brand new one for the retail price, for half price. That's shit's the bomb. So some of this shit, maybe, most of the shit's pretty new, but if there is some shit in here that's worn, I might just send it in and get all new shit, half price. I mean, the guy gave me extra springs. I mean, I've got whole extra side battery deal. I mean, extra C-hubs. I've got the whole extra front hubs, extra front arms, rear arms, whole extra servo saver, arms. I mean, I can build, like I said, all I have to do is send my old chassis in, okay, and they'll give me a new one half price, but I want to keep that. I just want to buy, I'm just probably going to buy a new one, you know, buy a new chassis, and then use this as like a beat up, build it, and then have my new chassis be as if I want to race it. Because like I said, I've got extra discs, which is cool. I can just throw those in if I want to race, and then take them out and then throw the other ones in that are for bashing. So that was cool, man. I got so many extra shit with this, man. I mean, that's why I snagged it. I couldn't pass it up. You know, so if you guys are looking to get that kind of deal, man, hey, I'll show you how to do it. You just got to look what not to do. There's a lot of things in shipping. One thing I will mention, oh, by the way, let me show you a little projects that I got going on. Now, if you guys ever buy sheets, like if you got a wife or whatever, mom, sister, or whoever, when you buy sheets, you know how they come in these bags? Check it out. 3 pairs of buggy tires inside of here. And this way, it keeps them from getting, you know, whether, you know, I mean, if you keep them in your room or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Then I don't have to worry about them getting, you know, dusty and dirty, just laying around or whatever, you know, collecting dust. Keeps them nice and fresh inside here. It's like a fresh, like a vegetable sealer, man. I like my rims fresh. Now I think I have one for like a giant bedspread, so I can put all these in there. A big square one. For like comforters come in like this, but the big one, so I can put all these in there and seal them up. That way they're just not sitting out here and collecting dust in my room. So another thing that I want to show you guys that I did real quick is this thing's gonna ding ding again every time I unplug it, because my phone is like low. Dang, I didn't realize it was this low. So you guys are not gonna get this upload for a minute because I gotta let my phone charge first. That's all the ding ding you guys are hearing, all that. That's my phone. I keep on plugging it. Alright, so this here, remember, I'm giving away some shit on the contest. So far, the front runner is 1/5 RC. That guy's got a brand new Mugen MBX8. Like I said, that thing is sick. Brand new. I don't even think it looks like it just got put together. I mean, the thing's sick. And he's going to put an Rossi 28.8 in it. So once he sets out in there, man, I don't know who's going to beat that. Also, his buggy, if that's not enough, he's got a brand new, spanking new TLR Losi 4.0 buggy. Okay, his Truggy, MBX Truggy is sick. But that buggy, and I don't know, you guys know I'm not a Losi guy. That buggy, man, that shit is got every upgrade. Even he's got these underneath, I gotta ask him about it. Carbon fiber arm guards or some shit. I never seen that. John doesn't even know the shit. He has shit on that thing that John Bodeshell doesn't even have. It's the sickest 4.0 buggy I've seen. And he's got a Rex Legend. It's only a .21, but it's a Rex Legend .21 7-port in that little whip. That thing is badass. Okay, so, I mean, 2 whips like that, I don't know, people, you're going to have a tough time beating that. And I'm even considering, that, I mean, that's part of it, and I don't even like low-C. That's how sick of a low-C whip it is. I would own that low-C whip. I'd be say, you know what, I got a badass, because that thing is like the baddest one I've ever seen. I don't know, maybe I wouldn't. Then I would go against everything I believe, everything I feel about low-C. I don't hate low-C, just, yeah, I'm just not the low-C guy. Okay? I don't want to, you know, rain on nobody's parade. All you guys that gave me thumbs down. By the way, I don't know if you guys know that. The thumbs down is like a thumbs up. That's the way YouTube looks at it. And one of the guys were telling me. I didn't even know that. So every time you give all these thumbs down, that helps me out. Which, it doesn't matter either way. It would be better if you guys didn't do thumbs up or thumbs down. Just don't say anything. That way, I don't grow in YouTube. You know? Man, I don't want to get any bigger, man. I want more thumbs down. We got, what, 12? And I got like 10 thumbs up. Let's see if I want to see if I can hit 20 thumbs down. That would have to be some kind of record. That means that I'm being one controversial son of a you-know-what. That means I'm doing my job. That means I'm keeping it real. The day that I don't get any thumbs down, I'm going to worry because that means that I'm getting too soft. So anyway, 1/5, that guy's in the running, man. He's got 2 badass whips. Go check out 1/5, man. He sent me some up-close pictures. I mean, I seen up close. Some of you guys that did the videos, man, you need to get some. I can't see shit with your body on. I'm talking. I want to look underneath it. It has to be clean. That's why this guy is probably gonna win, because he gave me pictures and he showed inside of his whip. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're showing me your shit, I need to see like up in your business, up in there. Let me see how if your shit's clean like that. Are you clean up in the muggy, like the muggy? Look at that. That's one of the nicest looking asses you've ever seen. And this thing's old. Look at that. There's another one. Look at it. You want to check? We'll do one of those. Well, let's check out some rear ends. You want to see some nice looking butts? Look at that. Nice ass. Another nice ass. Look at that. Another nice ass. There's 2 homes out here in my neighborhood. What are these people doing? Damn Mexicans? I can say that because I'm Mexican. We've got a lot of them around here. So anyway, we're building the, this is one of the stands. Okay, what I do is I take these are like rubber, and they're for like, you know, for when you set hot plates in the kitchen on them. And I just cut them. That's one I put on here was a square one. Cut them in half. That way you can fold it. See how these things fold? That's what's cool about these things. Look at that. Bam! There's different colors, so I'm building a couple of them because I need some more. Because I got more whips. I got a couple whips that are going to be coming into this cave, so won't tell you what they are. But you guys will see them in time. I'm still searching. I haven't got them yet, so I'm still looking. I don't know. You guys don't already know what I'm looking at, you know, so it'll be a complete surprise. There might even be some motors and pipes. We might just do the ultimate unboxing. We might unbox 2 whips, a few motors, maybe modded motors and some pipes. Like, that would be the ultimate boxing. I got to top some of these guys out there, you know, so not that it's a pissing contest, but I guess sometimes it can be. And I can piss pretty good. So anyway, that's what the stand looks like. Man, these are 6 stands. Whoever wins this, you know, is going to be so, like, stoked. I mean, here, we'll see what it looks like when you throw a Mugen on it. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. These stands are the perfect stands, man, and you can't get them anywhere. I only know where to get them. Unless you live in Southern California, you ain't getting these. I make them. I don't know, so maybe I might sell them. Depends if somebody wants them bad enough. I'll sell them. I'll start making them. That's called the muggy stool. The muggy stool. That sounds good, huh? So anyway, you're getting one of those that win. Also, remember, people, you're also going to get a few of these. The Muggy Maniacs custom. Here we go. Sorry about the camera work, people. Bear with me. See these stands? You're going to get a few of these. I'm thinking like a half a dozen I might throw in. You know, maybe like 6. They're not real expensive. They're pretty cool. But it's supposed to be like a suction cup on the bottom, and what I do is I customize them because this part in here is actually like it's like a plastic. But I put this rubberish shit in here. That way when you put your motor in there, that way it grips it better. See how I have mine in there? This is actually the OS. This thing needs to be sent out. Like, man, this thing has been sitting here for... It's bone stock. Got a cord through it. It's broken in. Ready to go to Rick. Or, you know, I have decided I'm sending 3 to Rick and I'm going to send 3 to Lance. I'm going to do both. The ones that I know for sure that I'm going to be sending first is to Lance at RC Renew. He's going to get my OS. I have another Pico P3.28 that I'm working on getting from a friend of mine, and an LRP .32. Those are going to go to Lance. He's going to put his signature stamp on them. You know, I want to try something different. That way I can tell you guys, hey, you know, Rick's great, and Rick does great work, but hey, try out Lance. This shit's good, too. And remember, I told you, Lance said, please. He's doing these motors, going to do these motors special for me, because he knows I'm going to run them against Rick's motors. And I will tell you what's what. He swears, he goes, I guarantee you. He didn't say it will spank, or he wasn't talking trash about RB mods. He was just saying, trust me, compare my motors when you get a modder from me to Rick at RB mods, and I will guarantee you, you'll like my motors better. He did say that. He said, actually, here, let me rephrase it. He said, you'll see the difference. But you know what that means. Basically, he's saying, mine are going to be way better. You'll see the difference. He told me, run Rick, his motor, same motor, get it modded for me, same motor, run against each other, and you will see the difference between mine and his. So, I'm going to hold Lance to that. And I believe Lance. Lance is, you know, Lance is the closest guy, for those of you guys that don't know, to a Neil at TNS. Any of you guys that have heard of Neil, and you know John got stuff done from Neil, if you know anything about Neil at TNS, the way that he is, that's the way that Lance is, even next level. Lance is no, like, newbie. He's worked for Pico. He designed their motors. He's worked for Alpha. He worked with a lot of different companies. He has his own company now. Triton Motors he makes. Triton Pipes. I mean, this guy makes his own motors and engines, man. This is just no backyard or garage guy modding motors. Not that Rick and Neil weren't any good. I just have a feeling. And I talked to other guys that have used RC Renew, and they say that this guy knows his shit. They didn't say that he's the best one out there, but he said his shit's pretty good, man. His shit's like top notch, no joke. So I got it. The only way I can find out, like he said, is send me some motors. Definitely got to send him the Pico, because that's a specialty. He goes, I'll make that Pico P3 nastier than anything you've ever seen. It'll pull your 15-pound XTM pig over here. It'll make it do backflips. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. I'm making that stand. You guys are whoever wins the contest is going to get a few of these motor stands. And remember, you're going to get... I can't find my other camera stand. I don't know what the hell I did with it. You guys are also going to get one of these stands. These are camera stands, you know, that goes... Actually, the other part, now you guys can see this. This is what I hooked up to my radio. See how this piece in here just hooks up there? And can you guys see that? And then I put my phone in there like this. And then as I'm wrapping my shit on my remote, that's what I did that one time. I mean, I had to be a little bit more stable, obviously, because it's still going to bounce around. But it's better than setting my shit down and you guys only see my shit going zzz, zzz, zzz. Who was it? Lights Out said, dude, all I seen is this blue thing flash across the screen. Bro, you need to get a real camera, you know. I know. You guys keep harping on me. Hey, but I'm doing what I can do. You know, it's not on my list, but it is in consideration. Even my daughter said she might even buy them. Dad, I'm tired of your amateur videos. I'm like, hey, I'm not trying to get no Academy Awards here. Okay, so now where were we? Now we are going to make some noise again, because we're going to move over here, and we're going to talk a little bit before I end this video about shipping and stuff. Now, this isn't nothing, man. This is just some of the shit that I have. I mean, I have a lot. I keep every single box and package that I've ever got of anything in Nitro. Don't ask me why. Most of it's just so if I forget the company, or even if I lose an invoice, I can say, where did I get that? Oh yeah, that's from whatever town, China. Or, you know, where did this come from? oh yeah, this was from so and so. Yeah, let me contact that guy. He has, you know. So you know, see what I'm saying? That way, and I do, by the way, keep my invoice. It's another reason that I went through all this stuff, because I had a lot of these were in here, and I keep these in a file separate. These are all the invoices, packing slips, or whatever you want to call them. I mean, I keep track of my shit. Like you guys know, the Muggy Maniac's OCD. Like I said, there's the hyper. It wasn't a hyper though. I was trippy when I first got that, man. I remember that day when I first got it. I was excited because I knew my RC was my first, you know, real kit. And then I was like, wait a minute, that's not a Mugen. That's a Offna. And then I started looking at him like, well, that ain't too bad. Even if he did send me the wrong one, I'm not mad at him. And then I opened it up and bam, there she was. It was love at first sight. When our eyes connected, it was just me and her. I was like, man, she wasn't this sexy. She was a little beat up. You know, she needed a good shower and a cleaning, and you know, I had to wash her up and give her a petty and a mani and all that. But you know, now she's sexy now. She's the sexiest old school, decade-old buggy that I've ever seen. And that's why I put her right here, because that's that's her dad right there. Daughter, dad. I mean, they are 10 years apart, but look, so that's why I put him. So anyway, enough of my silly stuff. Okay, now when you're looking on eBay, take for instance, we'll just say of this Kyosho clutch or whatever. Okay, let me go back here. One thing that I need to let you guys know, outerwears, or motor savers I should say, doesn't have any contact information. It's really weird. You can send them emails. I'm not the guy that's going to email nobody shit. That's the reason I didn't go through TNS and I didn't go through Robin at, you know, that makes the ERMC bleeds. And I'm not in any hurry. These people that are in different different places, if I can't contact you and get on the phone and say, hey, what's up? Chances are we're probably not going to be doing business. That's just me. That's the way that I am. That's the way that I've always been. I just don't... I think it's important, that customer service and that relationship. I mean, I got to send somebody a few $100s, man. I want to talk to the guy. I'm not sending my shit to no email. How the hell do I know they exist? I mean, just because you talk to them doesn't, but you know what I'm saying? And people do that, man. I'm like, you guys are crazy, man. I ain't sending nothing to nobody unless I talk to them. Oh, but they don't have an email address. You email them. That's why I don't have an end-bleed. I mean, I'll eventually get one. Who knows? Someday. I'm not worried about it. I mean, I know Mr. Zaz, you know, and guys swear that it's the best pipe out in the world, but, you know, a 9886, and I'm going to try the Triton and an OS. I mean, and a Dynamite 086, man, nothing wrong with those pipes. Okay, now when you order something, notice this. This is what I look for when I'm ordering my shit. Because unless you got, like I said, Track Day Hobbies, unless you got Ray's Hobby Shop, which I guarantee you, 99% of you that watch my shit don't. You need to get good. If you don't have a laptop and if you don't have a computer, then you know. I don't know what to tell you. You know? That's why guys, oh, they don't have this in my hobby shop. Well, that's not where you get your shit. Hello? Are you in Nitro or what? We don't get Nitro shit from hobby shops. Not where I live. You need to order your shit online. If you can't come to copes or come to grips with, if you're going to do Nitro, 8-scale Nitro, 100% full tilt, you better, and you highly recommend, highly recommend, depends how serious you are, that you get good at going online and getting your shit. I mean, if I can, and I'm not in the sharpest tack in the box, if I can do this shit, then anybody can. I'm a knucklehead. I'm computer illiterate. My daughters laugh at me. They're college kids. My kids are in college, and I never went to college. I guess I might have skipped a gene. It wasn't me. My kids are pretty sharp. You know. So anyway, now look. See what that says? What does it say? When's that shit gonna get to you? August 15th to September? What? We're not even August yet. And you're talking September? That's the shit that I say, no, thank you, I'm good. unless I absolutely have to have it or need it, or if it's like cheap. I mean, for an aluminum wrench like that, why not? But I mean, here, look, I'm ordered a few of these. I like these aluminum ones. They're fairly cheap. I mean, shit. You get 1, 2, 3, you get 8 of them for $8, plus the shipping's free. You know how much the 2 Technos were? Those are $25. For 4, I'm sorry, for 4 of them. That's $8. But, and people get excited about it and they'll order it, but they don't look. Look right here. Your shit ain't coming for 2 months. Or it's possibly a great possibility, highly probable that it won't. You feel me where I'm coming from? So that's one of the most important things. Check the date. That way you're not all pissed off, say, where's my shit at? And then you go back and it says, oh, fuck, I didn't pay attention. Well, my shit doesn't have to really even be here, technically, for 2 months. I'm not ordering that shit. I don't got all day to wait. If you're a guy that doesn't like to wait, and then that's your fault. I didn't pay attention to that for a long time. So, you're like, okay, Muggy Maniac, what kind of shipping are you looking for? Here, I'll show you the kind of shipping I'm looking for. I'm looking for this type of shipping because that's the shipping where 2 weeks is not too bad. I can wait a week or two, and usually it comes before. Okay? When you'll notice it says fast and free, that's the one you look for. Or if it even says in 3 days. Look, I'm thinking of grabbing this because it's just a mock. I mean, just to put my FlySky IT4S in. Look, it's a nice little freaking radio bag. I think it's pretty cool. $14.95. Look, matter of fact, I should probably just order this. I'm gonna order this today. Yeah, you're spending $14. I mean, sometimes they get you on the shipping. Now remember, if that seems like it's a great deal, oh, it's only $14. Chances are it's because they're stroking you on the shipping. Shipping for that shit doesn't cost no $8, $9. I can ship that same thing for $4. So he's charging you an extra $5 or $4 on top of that, and he just makes it look like it's a good deal. He'll put that out there and say, man, that'll catch people's eye because it's only $15. And some people won't even pay attention. And then you'll end up getting it, and you end up ordering, and you go, wait a minute, how come I paid $25? I thought it was $15. Oh shit, the shipping's $9. Well, what the hell? You know how many times I did that? So that's another thing. Look out for that shit, people. Okay? Pay attention to what you're doing, man. You guys that are putting shit together, wrenching on shit, and you're falling asleep, man, you're going to put shit all fucked up. You're going to jack something up, strip something out, and then you're going to be all butthurt. Get some rest. And the next one is also, too, when you get your stuff back, this is my box. I got another one coming, Savox. Man, as long as they always are going to send your shit back to you. It usually takes about a week. I should be getting mine probably tomorrow. My box. It's been a few days. It usually takes about a week. I think it goes to Utah. I think that's where they're at, and it comes back somewhere in there. But anyway, the other thing, I'm going to end this video. We're on an hour again. You guys are probably not going to get this till later because my phone's got to charge completely before I start downloading it, or it's never going to charge. So you guys might not get this till late tonight, I'm thinking. Yeah. You might not even get it. Yeah, you'll probably get it later on tonight. Late night. You late night guys are doing late night wrenching tonight, you should get this by then. So it's a good... I think that's what guys said they like my hour videos because it's good when they're wrenching. Because most guys that do videos, you know, most of them are, 20, 30 minutes. And when you're wrenching for an hour or two, I want a video that I can just put on there and just let it go. I guess mine are good wrenching videos. I don't know. Depends if I'm pissing you off or not. You might turn me off. So anyway... outerwears, man, or outer savers, man. If you can't contact them, be careful with them. I'm not saying don't get your outerwears. And that filter too, remember that the filters are a little bit different. The one that you don't want, there you go, beeping again, because it's a pain in the ass. You have to tie it. This is this is the Truggy motor saver. Now this fits over it. You have to do a little bit of altering because it's not really meant for it. And it works. But this is not the one you want. The one that you guys want is you want the one, and most of you guys already know, because there's different ones they have. You want the one that has the little tightening thing on it. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about. This here. You want this one. This is the one you want. It has the drawstring, but it's not the white one. It has this one. and it has a drawstring, and it's completely different. It fits perfectly, because that one that I showed you is not really designed, even though it'll work. I got it by accident. This is the one you want. This is the outer saver, or outerwear you want for the motor saver. If you get the one that doesn't have this in there, it'll work, but I mean, I don't like them. You guys might not. You guys might. I don't know. Some of you guys might not give a shit. Which, you know, really, technically, as long as it protects your shit, it doesn't matter, right? That's my attitude. Although, you know me, I'm just cosmetic. My shit's got to look perfect. It's got to... I'm just anal. I'm OCD about all my shit, man. I don't know why. Just that's the way my mom raised me. It's my mom's fault. So anyway, another thing. If you get shit checked, man, I've got motors coming in packages like this. Unacceptable. Don't accept that shit. Or get pissed off, contact them and say, listen, man, you need to at least pay for my shipping. You know how many times I got free shipping when they charged me because of that? Tons of times. You know how many free parts I've got? Free shit that I've got? Tons of shit. Tons of free shit. I've got it. Because I spoke up and said, listen, this is wrong. Or you know what? You took too long. You said this date and it's 2 weeks later. Oh, well, sorry. Yeah, you're sorry. How about you like my review? No, can you change it? No. I'll revise that review that I just gave you, the jacked up review, and a lot of people don't like that. When you take care of my shit, when you get to me what's coming, or you give me credit, whatever the case might be, you make it right, I'll change my review. Until then, F you. That's what I tell them, and I always get my shit right. And don't get me wrong, I've eaten a lot of shit. I've taken my fair share of lumps. That's why I can tell you guys this. In 5 years of doing this, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. You guys got any questions, comments, put them below. Man, don't accept your motors, especially motors, pipes, in packages like this. I don't give a shit if they're made out of titanium. That's not how you package my shit. My motor and my damn pipe better come in a box or your ass is going to hear about it. I don't put up with that shit. I paid $200 for a piece of an Italian piece of jewelry. That shit better not be coming like that. Oh, hell no. Or you'll be giving me some free plugs, and I've got free shit, trust me. It better be coming just like this. I seen guys get $200, $300 and over Aussies in a package, and they're cool with that. Man, you guys... And that's what just makes it harder on the next guy or the new guys, because these companies will keep getting away with it. They need to know, listen, man, you can't just ship my shit like that. You can't just get your money from me and then ship your shit whenever you want. Make it right. Don't let them fuck you, people. I'm telling you, man, I've got screwed a lot, man, and that's why I had to get good at this shit, because I got tired of it. And I don't put up with shit from nobody. And I'm still fighting these guys that I get shit shipped to every other week. Because they just, we got your money. We'll ship it whenever. It's supposed to be here in a week. I get it 3 weeks later. Oh, hell no, I don't. Trust me, when you get them jacked up reviews and you start beating up on reviews, they don't like that shit. And they'll beg you to change. And I say, I'll revise it as soon as you make it right. Until then, screw you. Eat it. And sometimes they don't, and sometimes they just don't even care about reviews and you just eat shit. That's when you go to eBay. That's when you get on the phone and you got to talk to eBay. There's other ways to do that, and I'll kind of touch on other stuff. This video's ran really long again, but there's just a lot to shipping and receiving. And like I said, man, 99% of your shit on if you want to get into Nitro, and you're really a few Nitro heads, trust me, hobby shops aren't going to be around for much longer. They're doing what they can to stay in business, but why? Why do I have to go to a hobby shop to get the same thing I can get online, maybe wait a couple days for half price? Hello? But I support my local hobby shops if they have what I can get. I don't just go there and get shit just to get it. You know? I get it because they carry it and it's convenient. I can get it now. You know? So anyway, that is what it is. That's my freaking 10-hour long video. If you guys haven't fallen asleep already. But anyway, that's another long one. Shipping woes. Get what's coming to you, people. And you guys that don't want to be in the contest, that's cool with Mr. 1/5 and the other guys that might win. And I'm going to do a student of the month. I'm going to start doing that. Every month I'm going to pick out one of my top students, and there's going to be certain criteria, and I will give you free shit. Free set of tires, you know, free servo, free, you know, maybe an air filter, motor saver, whatever, something that you can use. I'm just going to do that. I think that's, you know, That's me just saying, hey, that's me just trying to encourage you guys just to be students, man. Don't try to do shit your own way. The teacher, the master, the professor, the science, the whatever, he's telling you, you're the student, he's the teacher, he's telling you, do it this way. Don't do it your own way. Do it the way he tells you. There's a reason that he's the teacher. You know, don't always take his opinion. Get other opinions too. You know, we're not always perfect. You know, I like to be challenged, but you know what I'm saying? Just follow directions, man. People can't follow directions, and trust me, I was that guy. I give you direction, follow it. Don't alter it, don't change it, just follow it. Or get other opinions, and they all match up, okay, let me do it. Or, like I said, do shit yourself, blow your shit up, mess your shit up, whatever, costs all kinds of money, and, you know, you'll learn that way. That's probably, you know, a really for sure way for you to learn quick. When you $200 are out of your pocket because you didn't listen. Alright, people. That's the Muggy Maniac. I think I covered pretty much everything that was going on. Man, I should have just split this in 2 videos. Anyway, you know how it is. That's all I got. Catch you guys in the rebound. If you're not running your shit, remember, set your shit bottom dead center. Okay? A little bit of Muggy juice in there. And don't leave your shit up in the business. Peace.